Hello, and thank you for joining me in my 3-day painting course called Living in Joy. I appreciate y'all being here. So, this is going to be a pretty simple 3-day session, and I hope you enjoy it. I love living in joy. I haven't always lived in joy. I used to be a little like Chicken Little. The sky is falling, the sky is falling. But then the sky never fell. And so I stopped wondering and worrying about what was going to happen and started noticing all the beautiful things that are in this world. And it can be just as simple as finding flowers or shapes in the sky with the clouds, or my puppy seeing me in the morning and being all excited about it, or throwing the ball for her, seeing my grandson. There's just so many things to be joyful about. And so that's what this 3-day session is about, right? So the supplies that you're going to need, um, we're going to be using acrylic paints. So I would suggest something that covers your clothes, because once the acrylic paint gets in your clothes, it usually doesn't come out unless you just have, a painting shirt or something. I have several painting shirts now because I don't always wear my apron, but just a precaution, right? We're going to be using, well, I'm going to be using the 7 by 14. Okay, they come in a 2-pack. I like this size because I have a place in my house that this fits perfectly, and I'm going to be painting several different like seasonal joys to hang up. So this is the size, but you can use any size you want. It's all up to you. Okay, so canvas, definitely a canvas. Uh, your favorite paintbrushes? I may be using 3. We'll see. Something to write with. So I use a gold marker because I like the way that it writes. You can use gold paint. You can use any color you want. It actually depends on maybe the colors that you're going to pick for your painting, and that's going to be all up to you too, right? And then this is called a jelly roll. Okay, it's a new tool that I've just found out about from fellow artists, and I love it. I may be using it as an outline tool. Not sure yet. A paper plate or something to put your paint on. Okay. I have an easel, but you don't need an easel. You just cover your table or whatever work surface that you're working on with a tablecloth so it does not get damaged, right? Um, a glass of water. As you can tell, I use this quite often. I don't clean it out because I like the way that it looks. It just gets prettier and prettier. Um, so a glass of water, because we are using acrylic paints when you are not using your paintbrush. You definitely want to keep it in the water or it will ruin the brush, right? Paper towels. So this is for cleanups, or if you want to use it on your canvas. Um, there's just different ways you can use paper towels to have that. Uh, your favorite beverage? If it's in the morning, coffee or tea or water, and in the evening, wine or whatever you like to drink. And then find your favorite music, maybe have in the background. And like the one that I'm going to be demonstrating, I'm going to be doing a Christmas one. And so I'll probably have Christmas music in the background at some point, right? So today, the colors that I'm going to use for this particular one, this one's called Cerulean Blue, real pretty blue, silver, and white, okay? Now that's only if that's what you want, those colors are what you want. My kitchen is like gray and blue, and so these will be perfect for my joy for like Christmas time. I started another one last week, and this one I'm going to make like a Valentine's one, okay? So again, you can pick, this was pink and red. Let's see, primary red and purple red it's called, but it looks pink to me. Anyway, again, and it doesn't have to be 3 colors. It can be 2 colors. It can be as many colors as you want. You get to decide what you want to do, right? And if you're doing Christmas, you might want to do red, green, and gold, or and so on. So our first step that we're going to do today is we're going to take our pen and we're going to write almost like a love letter um, of joy, right? So we're going to write all the things that bring us joy. And so the first thing I can think of that brings me joy is my hubby. And you can print this, you can write it or in cursive, you can make it small, you can make it big. It's your canvas. You get to do what you want, right? And so, and then I can put my children, and then I can name them if I want. Uh, Robert, Chelsea, Elizabeth, my beautiful daughter-in-law, Justin, my son-in-law, and then my grandchildren, um, Caden, who just turned 2, and Cora, who is just a little over a month old. So again, lots of joy in my life. I love flowers. And then my animals, and again, you can write them all, their names down if you want. So I have my puppy. She's just over a year old, Ruth Ann. And then I have my cat, Jazzy. Well, she prefers Princess Jasmine Marie, but we're going with Jazzy on this one. I have my donkey, Sophia Rose. I have my goat, Gracie Marie. And then I have my chickens. I have Dolly and Emma and Blue and I always forget the fourth one's name, and I know she doesn't like that, Lucy. It just happens, doesn't it? All right, what else brings me joy? Flowers. I love flowers. I have at least 3 different flower gardens on my land. I'm so blessed to have a lot of land and a deer fence so that the deer don't eat my flowers, right? So let's just put that. I'm joyful that I have a deer fence. I love my land. Oh my gosh, and I love my house. Interesting thing about this house, this will be year number 3, I believe, that we're here. And when we first looked at it, I told my realtor, I was like, I have to have this house. This is my house. And the deal fell through. And then 6 months later, it came back on the market. Unfortunately, had gone into bankruptcy with the people that had had it before. But good for us, it was actually $15,000 less than what we were originally offered, and they put in all new flooring and repainted it and everything. So, and this house, I just love it. It's, I've lived probably in 30 different houses, and this is, I think, my forever home now. So, really super excited. Again, love this house. I love spring. So, we're just like things that bring us joy. Cool mornings. Where I'm at in Texas, we're just now getting cool. So this morning it was 46 degrees. It's at the end of October, and it's wonderful. A lot of people like the heat. I kind of like the coolness. If I had my druthers, I'd be in the mountains somewhere, but my family's here, right? Cool mornings, fall. The colors of fall are just so beautiful. And so you just keep writing all the things that bring you joy. And it can be like that first, coffee. Coffee definitely brings me joy. And I think it brings other people joy too, because it makes me compatible in the mornings, right? And so we just fill up our canvas and you just continue to write all the things that bring you joy, okay? And then the next time we get together, we will start to paint, okay? So I look forward to seeing y'all. Have a great day. Ciao.